Well, this is my successful fight against Geonor. Now, there's two different phases, and after a few attempts, and I had a lot of attempts, I even had to go back and actually, I was going to do a couple levels, but I did one level. I handed in a couple quests to get further into my passive tree, and came back and finally downed him here. So about the halfway mark, he transforms to his true form. And this is where it gets difficult. Like there's some really heavy one shots. Like this, the breath here, it actually does a lot of. It's like an AOE cone. usually get a few shots in there.
Shoot, they start me off right off.
This part is my least favorite part. Although you killing these little mobs, you can actually build up your flask, I believe. And of course, I just use a flask there. So, yeah, this is my least favorite part, but I then started to time my rolls when he was going to show up, hoping that I would miss, but I didn't always get every roll, as you can see. Like, that's what hits you hard, and if you can miss him during those attacks, the fact that I made it through there, still got some flasks left, is pretty good. That cone right there that he just put is hideous, so listen to the voice line beforehand and make sure you avoid that one. Here I get a few shots in, then I roll away and step to wherever I can to not take any damage. And speaking of hits, my main like mace hit, see how he gets into this? I actually interrupted this phase. So sometimes you can time that little bar underneath. When he hits that bar, he goes he goes into a stun phase. During that stun phase, I usually try to do some combos to get, the health down and things that you normally wouldn't be able to do if they were just sitting there doing no damage. Rolled out of that, which was close, because that can honestly one-shot me sometimes. So with this one, I went back. Like I said, it's okay to, if you find you're a level behind or two, check the level of the dungeon. Make sure you're not like progressing a little bit faster, and it's okay to farm some mobs. And plus, when you farm mobs, you're ahead for the whole game. You're not just ahead for this one boss fight. If you go ahead a level or two, just, take a few hours farming, you're going to be ahead for the entire game. And sometimes the game makes you farm on its own. Like when you die and it resets everything, it means that you're not strong enough. So you got to farm more mobs, which equals more experience, which equals eventually you'll be strong enough to handle those, the trash or the bosses. I just decided to, go back and...
Good, I don't think I ever made it past that.
Yeah, oh, and this is the cool part at the end. You'll notice that everything speeds up a lot faster. There's a lot more combos of overlapping, like that red AoE that comes down from the sky. That goes on with this, and there's like, it's kind of like it's trained you on all the abilities, but you got to get them in sync now.
Is that it? Oh my goodness. Is that all? Yeah. Oh my goodness, that was brutal. Oh my goodness, it was brutal that fight. Excellent. Ooh, new shield. If I go tank at all, I can switch it if I want to go tank. If I go tank, I kind of want to go thorns.